which is interesting. Maybe I'm not going the wrong way. 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 I've woken up this morning feeling very confused. But then again, I woke up very confused almost every day. Not really knowing what I'm doing, if I'm doing it right, if there's a better way to do it. And I have to be honest, I hope I'm not the only one. I tend to wake up with this feeling of scarcity, like that I'm lacking something. And I have to pay a lot of attention into my emotions to balance it out. Like waking up in the morning is one of the worst things that I do every day because I have to. Everybody does, right? But it's true that it's very challenging. And I don't know if I'm the only one who's experiencing this. Like I feel like I need to summon a lot of energy and a lot of optimism and positivity, and not even that, but strength to say everything's fine. Like I have to convince myself every day that everything is fine until I flow with the day, and then I realize that okay, yeah, everything is fine. But what is fine, right? For me, it's fine maybe not to have a job right now, or for me, it's fine to be single right now. It could be difficult for someone else. So whether something is fine or not is completely subjective. But yeah, I don't know. This is my channel. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celia, or Celia, or Celia. Depends on what your mother tongue is and how you're able to pronounce my name. I just got back from a 11-month travel. And I'm back where I was before I left. Of course, I guess. And I'm realizing that I'm going through a lot of changes, and I've realized that not many people can relate to them in my surroundings. Like I guess I want to put them somewhere and see what happens. It's gonna be a very interesting integration process. I'm looking for a job now. I've been here for 3 weeks already, and I've been working a little bit in something that I work almost every year during summertime until the end of October, so that is something that was kind of safe. But now, as of November, I have nothing, and I live in a very expensive city. For whatever reason, I chose to come to this city. I think the city chose me though. Anyway, I need money, because for now, to live means, or to survive, you need some income. And yeah, I guess I want to share whatever goes through my mind and maybe get some feedback or get some experiences in return, get some connections, get some, am I the only one who's going through this? Who's here with me? I haven't really even realized yet what it meant to me to be traveling for so long on my own, completely alone. Because that's another thing, I've always been a loner. In the past, I would say that with pride, like, oh my God, I don't depend on fucking anybody. But now I feel it's sad. It's been sad. So for me to travel for so long on my own was like normal. Why would I do it differently? But then with time, it left some heaviness on my shoulders. Like I started to feel so disconnected from the world and from myself, or from a part of myself. And I think I will dive into that in maybe another video, but I felt really disconnected from myself, and I have made huge steps in the right direction before. I have made them, and I felt like, oh my God, I'm feeling so good. Like I feel that I'm much more connected to myself than I've ever been before. But when I started to travel, that showed me completely the opposite. And that scared me. Because I didn't know what was missing. I didn't know back then. Now I know. Now I know. Think I know. This is gonna be a long journey. By the way, this is the name of the channel, Intraconnection Journey. It's a project. It's we can call it my business. I started it right before I started to travel. The idea of the journey towards within started many years ago when I started therapy. And that intraconnection journey is basically the way towards me. Like, who am I when I'm not that? Or better say, who am I if I'm not this and I'm not that and I'm not those things that the environment made me believe that I was, because I've believed them. And when I started to dive into the conditioning and trauma and limiting beliefs, I found treasure. Well, a lot of shit. I found a lot of shit, first of all. But then when I started to clean that shit, those coins that I thought they were made of brown stuff. Let's call it wood, not shit, because I'm a romantic. Those coins made of wood turn out to be made of gold. So I felt really rich, like, oh my God, so I'm not that thing, I'm more than that. And I started to unfold and explore and express and find the beauty in the unknown and that exploration journey. And I got enough strength to keep exploring all the time. I guess that's a better way to say it. And the best way to say it. And I would like to encourage other people to do the same. It's challenging, but it's such a beautiful journey. And that became Intraconnection Journey. A space of reflection, a space for connection, a space for discussions. Oh yeah, I also did women's circles. I hosted women's circles in India when I was traveling, because I was like, I cannot be the only woman who's going through this. Like the relationship that I have with my body, the relationship that I have with my mind, the conditioning that I am so used to, that is so hurting and damaging to my own nature. I still keep telling myself that I am too emotional. I still keep telling myself that I could have done better, or that their feelings are my responsibility. I've been conditioned to just hold the whole world, to carry the whole world on my shoulders since I was a child. And it doesn't help when the narrative, the social narrative, keeps putting you in that box. And you want to get out of that box, and when you get out of that box, you realize that you're carrying the box within you. But so yeah, that's part of the journey as well. What I wanted to share with you is the mantra that I was singing at the beginning. It's something that when I started my journey some years ago, I always wanted to sing and to be an actress, and to just play with my emotions and with voices and with space, but I kind of learned to just become very small. And when I started to give myself that space, I started to sing, and I started to create mini songs or like mini mantras that sometimes I sing in the shower. And one of them is something that I'm gonna sing again, and it's my present to you. And the story is when I started to unfold, or like to deconstruct the identity that I had been carrying with myself, and I started to construct and to be more curious and more compassionate and empathetic towards my nature and my voice and my pain and all that I had been going through. I realized that, oh my God, I think I'm getting somewhere. I am getting somewhere. And that's when this mantra was born. And maybe it can help you a little bit when you're feeling that it doesn't make any sense, whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe I'm not going the wrong way. 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 Oh, that was bad. That was bad at the end. Oof. But then again, feel free to add some more verses to the song. Whoever it is that is watching this, if you've come this far, yeah, maybe we can create a mantra together. I feel a deep need for a connection. And that is something that I've realized during the travels. Community is everything. And we've been conditioned to believe that we can do everything on our own, and that we have to do everything on our own, that we shouldn't trust anybody, that we shouldn't show any vulnerability at all. And that is what's keeping us so isolated from them, from others, but also from ourselves, because you can only express your nature when you're being mirroring, when you're in the mirror and being mirrored by someone else. Only then you can learn who you are and who you're not. So community is everything, people. Community is everything. And we're entering the area of Aquarius. So I hope that this community thing is going to be bigger than it's been the last 15 years. I think that's all for today. I wish you a lovely day. Do something nice for yourself. Light up a candle. Do some journaling. Do some journaling. Journaling is the best thing that you could ever do. And take a walk. And that's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna say goodbye now because I have to do some yoga before I go to an interview that I'm having today. I don't even know if I want to do this interview anymore. Okay, bye bye.